Okay, this should be recording. Right here, we have a grand total of 1 atoms. This is not a molecule because it's nothing bound, it's not bound to another atom. So there are 0 molecules. Elements, well, we only have 1 pattern, so this would be 1 element. And a compound, no, it's not bound to a second substance, so it can't be a compound. Let's do 10 and then 12. How many atoms? So how many total circles? There are 3. The molecule. Is there a molecule? Well, this is 2 atoms bonded together, so this would be 1 molecule. This is not bound, so it's not going to count as a molecule. So we've got 1 molecule. I've had kids say, well, wouldn't this be a molecule? No, it's not bonded to something else, so it's not a molecule. Elements, how many different types of patterns? Oh, we've got 2 different types of patterns. On a compound, do we have 2 different substances bound together? No, so this is 0 compounds. Let's finish off strong. How many different circles? 6, so there are 6 total atoms. Molecules, well, there are 2 molecules. There are 2 where they are bound together, 2 different molecules. This would be like O3. This would be like ozone. Elements. Well, there's only 1 pattern. And if there's only 1 element, there are 0 compounds. Let's go through and let's do number 2. On this one, NH3, this one, going back to 1, NH3. N is this big, I'd call this a brick pattern. If it's N combined with 3 H's, this would be NH3. Right here we have an oxygen bound to 2 hydrogens. I call this dihydrogen monoxide. No, this is water. This would be H2O. It's H2 because there's 2 H's and they're bound to 1 oxygen. We said this one over here. I said it already in this video, but if I've got 3 oxygens bound together, this would be O3. O3. And sometimes these guys have different nicknames. Like this one is water. This one is ammonia. This one is ozone. This one right here, this is 2 hydrogens bound together. We would just call this hydrogen gas. But our chemical formula would be H2. Going down to this one, we have 2 oxygens bound to a carbon. So we call this carbon dioxide. Di is the prefix of 2. So CO2. Right here we have oxygen bound with carbon. This would be carbon monoxide, so this would just be CO. You did we'll move on and we'll talk about that later. 2 oxygens bound with an N. This would be nitrous oxide, NO2. And last but not least, we've got a carbon bound with 4 hydrogens. This is CH4. He's also known as methane. CH4. Chemical formulas. These should all be here. You can check. Do we have a CH4? Yep. NH3? Yep. O3 and O2. Yep, we did that one. Carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and hydrogen gas. Okay, guys. Thank you.